So far, the assertion that marijuana should be legalized has been disputed based on financial means and economic prosperity, with the inclusion of safer practices of regulation. While the previous claims are legitimate and plausible, the significant reduction in crime is arguably one of the most crucial ramifications that will result from the legalization of recreational marijuana within the United States. Source 7 states that drug cartels dominate marijuana distribution in over 230 American cities. Along with the cartel supremacy over drug dispersion, 60% of the revenues is directly from the sale of marijuana. Since 2006, 28,000 people have been killed in cartel-related incidents. If recreational marijuana was decriminalized within the states, a majority of the cartel's markets would be lost, severely diminishing prior profits. In response, it can be expected that many cartel personnel would be less servile because of the incredible decrease in pay. Given the plummet in available markets and the lower profits, it would not be improbable to assume that the role of cartels in the United States would be at an all-time low, thus decreasing violence associated with drug cartel involvement. The production and sale of marijuana is not completely dominant by the cartel business, but is controlled by U.S. citizens taking part in the black market. Source 6 calls for attention that participants in the black market are unable to resolve the conflict through nonviolent means such as lawyers and court, but must revert to violence and gun use. If marijuana were to be legalized, all criminal and civil penalties against the production and distribution and sale and possession would be terminated. Along with this, any issues occurring during the manufacturing and sale of this product could be taken to court and managed in a civilized manner with no violence necessary. Given that the crime rate would significantly decrease due to reduction of drug cartels and involvement in the black market, it seems indolent to allow this violence to continue when a solution is present. Therefore, it would be insipid to infer that it is not in our nation's best interest to legalize recreational marijuana.
1 minute, 53 seconds. Rebuttal.
All right, so this debate is about recreational marijuana, and you are blind if you think the legalization of recreational marijuana would only see change in social and economics. If legalized, all aspects of life would see a change, not just social and economic. So, we're asking, do you care about economic and social, but we do not care about how it would change people physically? Because what you're saying is, and what we stated is, if recreational marijuana is used in adolescents and teens, their development would be affected. We weren't saying that medical marijuana is going to do that because these kids and these children don't have access to medical marijuana, but once they have the access to the recreational marijuana, they will start to use it, and then they will be affected as the development of their brain continues as they grow.
45 seconds, 0.5. Con.
There needs to be an alliance of political and social leaders against the legalization of recreational marijuana. Medical marijuana and recreational marijuana have a disparity. The different amounts of THC is highly significant. On average, there is 6.7% of THC in medical marijuana and on average 25% in recreational marijuana. The greater the THC levels, the greater the effects it has on the body. THC levels in marijuana relieve pain, and the high levels in recreational marijuana causes brain damage. Since medical marijuana has low THC levels, it helps medical problems but does not harm the body as much, so there's no need for recreational marijuana.
37 seconds. Rebuttal.
So those are valid points. However, if the medical marijuana has a significantly lower THC, it's because it is regulated, unlike currently recreational marijuana. If we were to legalize recreational marijuana, we could regulate it and make it safer, reducing the THC content.
Can I talk too? I continue the thought?
You got 40 seconds.
All right, you continue to bring up points on adolescent use and driving while under the influence, but we're discussing a change in the law, doing lawful things. What people do against the law is really irrelevant to all these points.
Okay, 38 seconds. Final point, Pro.
Thus far, my peers have discussed reasons as to why legalizing marijuana would be beneficial. I'm here to prove that there's no reason to keep recreational use illegal. Use of tobacco products is currently legal in the U.S. over age 18, and alcohol consumption is legal above 21, while marijuana use, regardless of age, remains illegal. This poignant fact alone is enough to justify legalization of recreational marijuana when presented with all the facts. Although marijuana use has increased over recent years, tobacco and alcohol use has substantially decreased. As stated in Source 9, marijuana is a much safer drug than cigarettes or alcohol. Marijuana's increasing use appears to be contributing to historic lows in cigarette and alcohol use. Because people are aware that marijuana poses a significantly less harmful physical threat, they elect to use this natural substance over the previously stated substances known to be far more damaging to one's health. Researchers and scientists have yet to find a significant link between marijuana use and any long-term physical effects. In fact, the only known effect of this substance would be considered by any definition positive. Pot has never killed anyone, and medical marijuana shows benefits for people living with glaucoma, AIDS, cancer, multiple sclerosis, and PTSD, Source 9. While I recognize this debate is not about medical use, but rather merely recreational use, all the medicinal purposes of marijuana further prove that there's no reason to criminalize users of this drug. Marijuana is virtually harmless when used in moderation, as an increase in torpor is the only true physical effect that's not necessarily beneficial. Even this influence only lasts a couple hours, whereas legal products such as tobacco and alcohol contribute to myriad deaths every year. If such drugs are legal without dispute, there's no way to justify the illegality of a drug where the positives outweigh the negatives. Due to overwhelming evidence that the legalization of marijuana would not harbor any negative results and would in fact only yield positive ones, recreational marijuana should be legalized in the United States.
1 minute, 46 seconds. Rebuttal.
So you stated that this debate is focused on the law of passing the legalization of recreational marijuana. But how do you know that when that law is passed, how do you know adolescents won't obtain the drug? Because now it will be more readily available for adolescents to obtain the drug because it's out there and it can be grown and it can be sold legally. So you're saying that, oh, adolescents won't be affected and we're helping the young minds of America, but we really aren't, because you're giving them more of an opportunity to obtain the drug and to affect their development as they grow.
Also, you said that the rates of alcohol use and cigarette use have gone down, but marijuana has gone up, so you're just replacing the drug. You're taking away alcohol and cigarettes, and you're just replacing it with another drug, so it's not doing anything.
And this whole situation is analogous to alcohol, because alcohol can be bought and is legal, but we all know that kids today in high schools drink alcohol.
Okay, 58 seconds. All right, I'm gonna give you